Hi, fifth graders! Today you are going to learn the new unit. Yes, Unit 10 about the rocks and soil. So, let's begin. Unit 10 Rock and Soil. Have you ever seen a volcano? Indonesia is a country that is surrounded by many volcanoes. One of the famous volcanoes in Indonesia is Mount Merapi in Yogyakarta. Do you know that the rocks and soils used in our building are made from the eruption of volcano? Yes, when volcano erupts, it emits hot lava. After some time, the lava cools down and forms the rocks. The rocks will slowly break down into smaller pieces and eventually form a soil. Let's begin with the structure of the Earth. Scientists believe that the Earth consists of three main layers: crust, mantle, and core. Crust is the outermost layer of Earth, made of solid rocks about 5 till 50 kilometers thick. This is the place where human lives. Next is the mantle. Mantle is about 3,000 kilometers thick and has two layers, upper and lower mantle. It contains hot liquid rock called magma. The last is core, as the center of the Earth. Core is about 3,400 kilometers thick and it is very hot. It also has two layers. Inner layer consists of hot solid and outer layer consists of hot liquid. The Earth's crust is made of rocks. There are several important properties of rocks, such as color, presence of crystals, hardness, and texture. Many rocks come in different color. But what makes the rock colorful? It is caused by the mineral contents inside the rocks. The example of colored rocks are amethyst or batu kecubung in Indonesia. It is known for its purple color. The lapis lazuli is known for its blue color, and topaz, which is known for its yellow or orange color. Some rocks contain crystals. For example, that picture is amethyst rock. The purple crystal can be seen inside the rock. We call it as geode. Rocks can come in different structure. It can be soft, very soft, and hard. When you can scratch a rock with a nail, that means the rock is soft. For example, the sandstone. When you can scratch the rock with your fingernail, that means the rock is very soft. For example, the gypsum. But when you cannot scratch the rock with a fingernail or nail, that means the rock is hard. For example, the diamond. Texture refers to the surface of the rock. You can define the texture of a rock by touching it with your hand. The rock can be smooth or rough. There are three kinds of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. First, igneous rocks are the rocks that were formed by the cooling of molten earth material. When volcano erupts, the lava and magma eventually cool down and form the rock. The rocks are hard and contain crystal. For example, granite and basalt. Second, sedimentary rocks are the rocks that were formed by accumulation of small particles of rocks on the bottom of the ocean. The layers are formed inside the rocks. The rocks are usually soft, layered, and sometimes contain fossils. For example, limestone and sandstone. Third, metamorphic rocks are the rocks that were formed by changing the existing rocks. For example, in order to make marble, the limestones need to be heated. The rocks are very hard, sometimes layered, and also smooth and shiny. When you are playing outside, you can see that rocks come in different sizes. There are several activities that affect the size of the rocks. The first is weather. The force of waves at the ocean breaks large rocks into smaller pieces. The water or ice during winter can get into the rocks and split it into smaller pieces. The changes in temperature during the day and night can slowly break the rocks. The second is abrasion. You probably remember that friction wears away material. Wind and water can carry small pieces of solid that rubs against the rocks and slowly wear them away. The last, roots of the plants that grow down inside the rocks can also break them apart. The land on the earth is covered by the soil. Soil is a mixture between rock particles and humus. Rock particles come in different sizes. Sand is a soil with large particles. Clay is a soil with very small particles, and loam is a mixture between sandy and clay soil. Loam soil can be found in the garden. Soil also contains humus, which is formed by the dead plants and animals. This kind of soil is rich in nutrients and usually is darker in color. It is good for plant growth. Beside the rocks, soil also contains air, water, minerals, and living things such as worms, bacteria, and fungi. Okay everyone, I hope you get some new information today about rocks and soil in our daily life. If you need more information, you can look the Unit 10 on your textbook. See you!